One of the good things about happiness is that being incredibly nice to other people will make you happier as well. And that's great. So let's explore this a little bit more. What does it actually mean? Well, the first aspect of being incredibly nice is helping other people. And helping other people gives you a triple hit of happiness because, first of all, you feel good doing it. Secondly, they feel good because you've helped them. And thirdly, they'll be more likely to help you when you need help at another time in the future. So helping other people is a complete no-brainer when it comes to happiness. And remember, you can do this at work as well as in your personal life. So if anybody needs help, take the chance to help them. Be there to offer. And even if you're busy, it's really important to always be thinking, can I help somebody? There was an experiment done where somebody in the street was carrying a load of boxes. I think it was on a trolley, and they'd all fallen off onto the street. And all these busy people were stepping over the boxes and going, ugh, you're in the way. And nobody stopped to help this person. So even if it's someone you don't even know, if you help them, you'll feel good and they'll feel good. And this idea of helping people is supported by the experimental research. So there was a fascinating study where they gave somebody a £5. Half the time they said spend it on yourself, and the other half the time they said you've got to spend it on somebody else. And then they asked which one made you happier. And spending the £5 on somebody else made the person happier than spending it on themselves, which is interesting, isn't it? And I think quite counterintuitive. But then the second half of the experiment was even better, because then they gave them £20 and said either spend it on yourself or somebody else. And what they found was that, yet again, spending the 20 on somebody else made you happier than spending it on yourself. But they also found that spending £20 on somebody else didn't make you any happier than spending £5. So the amount that you spend doesn't matter. It's the act of doing something good for somebody else that makes you happy. It's almost as if we've got altruism built into us for some reason. So I think that's really interesting, because it means that you'll get much more happiness by doing lots of small good things for other people than you do for doing the occasional big good thing. So you should always be looking for little opportunities to help people and do things for them. And it doesn't mean necessarily giving them money, of course. It can be helping them in any way, giving them some of your time, or giving them small things like some homemade cakes or something like that. So every opportunity that you've got to help somebody or do something good for somebody, you should take, because that will make you happier. Now, I mentioned at the beginning that there are 3 things you can do to be incredibly nice. And the first one is helping other people. But there are 2 others, which I'm going to briefly cover. The second one is thanking people. So take every opportunity to thank people for anything that they do. Always be looking for things you can thank people for. And if you are grateful, always express it. Always thank them if you can. So ideally, everybody who you work with, you would thank for something every week. So thanking people is important. The third one is complimenting people. And you could compliment them on anything. It might be something that they own. It might be appearance. It might be something they've achieved. It might be their performance generally. It might be their skills. Anything that you think is impressive, tell them. And make it a habit to tell someone that they've done something good if you notice anything that's good. Always grab that chance to compliment somebody. Why would you not? So helping, thanking, and complimenting are 3 ways that you can spread a bit of happiness, and you will gain happiness yourself when you do it.